About to record this one. Okay. Let me assume this as unstructured PDF and we'll try to get a data from this. Fine? Right. So for that also we have a command called PDF integrator. A command called PDF integrator. Okay. So if you see here, extract form field. If extract form field, then each and every go for each and every field, it will get extracted. But in this case we assume that the fields are not fixed. The fields are not at the fixed location. So we need to convert the entire PDF to text file. We need to convert the entire PDF to text file. So we have something called as extract text. Okay, we have something called as extract text. Try to do this one. So open that PDF. We'll do for one PDF first. Open that PDF. So right. Okay. Okay. Let me open this PDF. Open this. If there any password, you can pass this password. If you see here, to convert this, it's asking for text to type. It's a plain text or structured text. Okay. If it's a plain text, then it would look like this. It would look like this. If it's a structured text, exactly this structure will be appear there. Exactly this structure will be appear. Let's go with structured text. Let's go with structured text. Okay, all pages. Yes. On which file you want to extract this data? Okay. Okay. So on this file, I want to put all the data. Okay. You want to overwrite the file. If say yes, it will every time it will overwrite. Okay. Right. So what I did, I pass the file which I want to, which I want to convert to text file, and I given the text file path, to which text file in which text file you want to place this data. So I pass the text file, and I said it's just structured. So structured text instance, the PDF, how the PDF looks like the same way it will be copied in a text file. Okay. So it means every time structured, we have to convert. Yes, yes. No, it's not converting into structure. We are converting into text file. But while converting into text file, it asks for whether you want to convert has like how the PDF looks like the same way, or you want to convert like plain text. Plain text is like in each and every line it will display. This is how you can see. Always, if you say structured, suppose this name is on center, so it will display on center. Okay, just the way how you want to copy the way how you want to copy the data. That's it. But ultimately, you need to copy the data. Yeah.
So here we have not created text file. Will it create the text
file? It will create.
With that name?
Yeah. It will create the text file with that name. So it will create the text file with this name, right? It will create the text file with this name. If the already text file exists, then it will overwrite, because we checked as overwrite, right? Then it will overwrite. Fine, save it. So let me convert this. Let me convert this first. Save it. Okay. So in a structured file, we need to convert it first to this thing. Right? Yeah. It is done. Let me open this one. See here. See here, we try to convert the same way. Left side, name information, and right side, bill information, all the details. Of course, little bit zigzag, but the position, the corner is same. Left side the same way. Has like the PDF file, it is converted into the same way. If you see here, this one left side is we have the customer information. You can see the same here, customer information. On the right side, you have something called as bill information. You can see the same here, bill information. It converted into same way, same structure. Whereas if you say plain PDF, then it would be this way. If you say plain PDF, then it would be this way. Okay, let's see the for plain PDF as well. If you check a option called plain text, if you check a option called plain text, save it. I said override. I said override, then it would be override with override, and the latest file would be the appear over there. So let me convert it now. Let me convert again. Just to show you the difference. It's done. Open this. See, this is the difference. Okay. Previously, it was trying to convert the same structure as the PDFs look like, right? But this time it converted into line one to line and all at one margin, right? All the lines at one particular margin, right? So this one. So we generally we prefer this structure actually, structure one. Generally we prefer the structure one because sometimes the lines may break, or sometimes the information exactly at what the information we are trying to fetch, it may come in next line. It may comes in next line. So we want to make it the same structure how the PDF look like, the same structure as PDF looks. Okay, let me convert now again. So here we got the data. Now we need to find our value which we want to fetch, right? Now we need to find exactly our value which we want to fetch. Sorry. So this is regarding unstructured PDF. So we assume that this is an unstructured PDF. I'm trying to get a value from it, right? We're trying to get a data from this. So if you see here, so generally manual process. So if you want to get a build date, okay, build date, you don't know where build date is exact. You don't know exactly where build date is. Okay, but if you want to get a build date, what you say is Control F, find for the key, the particular key, because date would be changes, right? The key would be only the fixed point. The key would be only the fixed one. The date changes, you can't find with the date. So you need to find with the field, right? You'll find with the field, you can find this. Then after that, you should navigate to that one. Okay, to navigate to this one, I can copy this one, you can paste it, right? Generally, manually we can do this way, right? Once you got the entire PDF files into text one, you can find whatever value you want to, right? You can find whatever value you want to, and you can do this one. So for that, so in this case, in this automation case, we have something called as read from CSV or text. Okay, read from CSV or text. What it will do is it will read each and every file. Sorry, it will it will read the file line by line. It will read the file line by line. Of course, we have some other option. It can be line by line. It can be tab. If you see some tabs over there, then till tab it will read. Or there are a lot of separations there. If you drag and drop text file, if you see here, delimiters, new line, so it will read line by line. If you say comma, it will read till comma separator. If you say tab, till tab separator. Or if any special things is there, some dollar or something else, so you can check other and you can mention what exactly delimiter you want to mention, right? So text file, pass the text file which you want to read. This is the text file I want to read, right? So I'm going with line by line. And
CSV is get that text over here.
yeah.
CSV.
CSV is a Excel format. What exactly difference?
That is another format of Excel.
Excel.
CSV is an Excel sheet. It looks like Excel sheet, but say I can say something like this. you want to export some data from database to Excel. Then better way to export data from database is to CSV, not directly Excel file. CSV is also a light format file. It contains holds much data.
So that is CSV is a lightweight file which holds the large number of data. To pass a Excel sheet or something, to pass the data in network. So if you download to CSV, it would be lightweight, or we can share easily. So
So
that
do you
was.
even put it blocks or
Yeah, yeah.
one more thing? Like comma separated data or some delimiter separated data and storing in
CSV
CSV
file.
compared to Excel.
Yeah. So some comma separator or some delimiter separate data can be stored in CSV. So generally it is stored in CSV. So so as of now we want to read the text file. So I check the text, which is the text file you want to read. I pause this text file over here, and delimiter. I said new line. For every line it will display. Each and every line it will read. Trim, if there is a spaces, if something we want to remove it, we can remove it, but no need of trimming, because we want to get the data exactly. Okay, we want to get the data exactly, so that we can find the position of the value also. Right? So PDF to text. Right? See, once you said read each and every line, the loop automatically we got a logic for loop. Okay, here we need to place. Let me check what exactly that holds. Let me check what exactly how to. It is reading one line. Okay, it will read one line. We want to display that line. Okay, we want to display that line, because we said line by line, right? New line. So here one variable will be activated. Here one variable will be there. That is form field file field column. Just let me on this. Yeah, file data column. Okay, this is a variable which holds the single line data. Okay, so internally what it will do, it will read the entire file line by line, right? So when it read the first line, it should put somewhere. Okay, the line should put somewhere some variable. So this is a variable where that particular line holds. Okay, where that particular line contains, right? Once if I run, I'll show you, you'll get an idea. Okay, no confuse, you'll get an idea once if I run it. So ideally what happens? It will read first line. This is the first line. Okay. After reading this first line, after taking this first line, you should keep this line in some variable. Okay. You should keep in this line some variable. So internally we have some system variable called file data column. So it will keep in file data column variable. Okay. It will read file. It will keep the data in file data column variable. Okay, as like Excel column, we have something called as Excel column. If you say get all data, get all cells, then there would be a variable called Excel column. So it will store that data in a Excel column, right? So similarly we have something called as file data column. So it will store the first line in file data column. Then next time it will read, then the next line would be stored in same file data column. So it will be in loop. So every line it will read and it will store in file data column. Every line it will read and store in file data column. So that's why we kept in a loop, so that we can see each and every line. Okay, each and every line. So this is a system variable file data column. Exactly what it does, it holds the particular line, whatever the read from text command is doing. That line would be stored in this file data column. Right? Okay, let me show you once. It's taking time for me to message box. So this line would be display first. Close this one. So first message box would display this one, your Reliance communication bill. So this statement would be displayed first because that is the first line we have. So the logic is, so it will read first line. It will read first line. So what field we want to get? Say suppose we want to get bill date. Say suppose we want to get bill date. We'll check whether this bill date contains in this line or not. Whether this bill date contains in this line or not. No, so bill date is not in this line. So it will read the second line. It will read the second line. We'll check whether the bill date contains in this second line or not. Yes, it is there in the second line. Then we write a logic to get this value. Then we write a logic to get this value. Because it is unstructured data. We don't know where the bill date is. We don't know the position of the bill date. So we need to write some logic to identify the position of the bill date, the field, and corresponding. Then we need to write a logic to get that value also. Right? So far in structured data, tool itself, robo itself, able to fetch the data and able to give the value. But in this case, we really don't know where it is, so we want to write some logic to find that value actually. Sometimes the message box is getting very big. Let me stop and run from here. Yeah, see, first line your Reliance bill. So it reads the first line, that is your Reliance bill. So we can check whether what field we want. We want to get this field, or we want to get a name. But to get a name, we don't have any field here, so it is not that easy to get it. But still, we can do some logic to get that one, but it is not fixed one. I mean, the logic cannot be generalized because the name would be, but based on this build date, we can go back and we can get this value. We can go back and we can get this value after finding the build date. But we never knows, right? Build date would be at this place or not build date. So in that case, we may fail. So we can't generalize that one. Okay, let me run once again. Let me run once again. See, okay. So we got first line. If I say okay, so second line is blank. Okay, second line is blank. So this is blank. It got this line. Oh, sorry. It got this line. Second line is blank. Right? Let's run one again. Third line blank. Fourth line, yeah, this is. Fourth line is this one. Okay. If you put it in a notepad, then you would identify exactly. So fourth line is this one. So we have some information to fetch, right? Build date. We'll check this whether this build date contains in this or not. We'll check this one. Similarly, it read every line. Similarly, it will read every line. So based on that, we write one logic if that contains, if that includes, okay, if includes, we have something called as includes operator called as includes operator. It will check whether our given value includes in that or not. Okay, if includes, then we need to write a logic to get the value. Okay, so you got this line here. So what I say is, if variable edit, which variable, field data column variable, field data column variable. This is complete line, right? This complete line. It gives the complete line. It represents the complete line. A field data variable, we have something called as includes. What exactly the name is? Build date, right? It includes build date. Okay. A field data variable in that line, in this line, whatever line this gets includes this build date with the name build date. This if it includes that field, if it includes that field, then we'll write a string operation. Then we'll write a string operation array. Something called as before outer or something. Any logic based on the data how you look. Okay. Any logic. So we'll write a string operation, which can be anything. Just the logic would be anyways. I mean, you can write the logic would be anyways, but so this what is that before this one. Okay, let me say prompt. Okay, let me display some message box. Why we are doing this? Because we don't know exactly that value is placed, right? So we'll display this prompt. I will explain you once again. Why we are already writing this logic, I will explain it. Right? Okay, fine. So it will get the it will here it will get first line. Okay, here it will get first line. I am checking whether the first line includes this build date or not. So first time it will fail. Then it will go for the second line. It will get the second line. We are checking whether that build date includes or not. It fails. So where exactly the build date is at line 4. Okay, the build date is at line 4. So it comes to line 4. Again, it will check whether the build date includes in that line or not. Yes, it is included. Then we write a string operation logic to get the value. Okay. Now we are able to find the field. Now we need to get a value of it. Okay. We need to get a value of it. For that, we are writing a string operation called before. Before what? Before this build date. So it is inverse in this case. It should be ideally it should be after build date, right? We got build date. After build date, what is the value? We need to get that one. But in this case, it is inverse. So I don't know how it's working. It is inverse. If you say before build date, whatever the value is after build date, that value you can get. Got it? Let's see our logic is working or not. Let's check our logic is working or not. So we are finding out here. We are trying to find out whether the field which we are expecting is there in that line or not. Okay, if that is there in the line, then our target is to get the value of it. Okay, so this is very little bit tricky and into write a lot of logics over there. So that's why we never prefer to go for automation for unstructured PDF. Usually there won't be unstructured PDF. Maximum there will be a structured PDF. But in case if you get a chance to work, so this is how we need to do. Because to automate something, there should be some fixed structure, or there should be some fixed rules. Because we are working on rule-based automation, we are going for rule-based automation. So based on some fixed rules only, if there is any fixed rules, then only we can do those process automate. If something is changing very frequently, then in that case we can't go for automation. It might be frequently changes in application. I mean to say upgradation of application, or enhancing the application. If that is the case, then we won't go for automation. If the rules are getting frequently changed, then in that case we won't go for automation. Okay. It's taking a lot of time. Let me delete this one. If I delete that one, you will miss the concept. Okay. In this case, we can't do anything. We need message box. We should know what really happening background, right? So we need message boxes. This is one approach, reading by line. The other approach is you can directly open this file You can directly open this file. You can say Control F, same keystrokes. You can insert keystrokes. You can say robot to press Control F. This box will appear. You can type whatever field you want to get. Say suppose bill number. Say enter. It will come. Then you can say escape. Okay, you can say escape. How many keystrokes? Okay, sorry. So okay. So how it's moving is after finding bill number. So this is our after finding bill number. One left arrow, then control arrow. When we say control arrow, you are able to get that one. Then shift end. So all keystrokes. Where is the end? Okay, shift end. Okay, control C. So these are the all the steps you need to do. So these all steps, whatever we did now manually, the steps all we need to include in a, this one tool, so that it will every time it will find that one, it will escape, it will go to that particular value, it copies that value, and it will put it somewhere. So every time it will do the same steps. Okay. Suppose the bill date is not here, because we said it's not a structured data. So suppose the bill date is not here, it is somewhere here, somewhere here. Okay, it is somewhere here. Still, the same steps will work, right? Control F, find, escape, one arrow, control end, control arrow, then shift end, sorry, shift end. Okay. Where is this? Okay. Here it is. Right? Shift end, that is, okay. Shift end, so this is control C, shift, shift end, control C, same steps again. So this is how we try to get the values of. Just try to understand the approach. Just try to understand why we are doing all this. Just try to understand the logics might be changed. The logics sometimes if I write this logic, it will be fixed for all. Sometimes you need to change some logic to get that value. We may not get the correct value. Logics might be changed. Logic might be changed. The approach, the steps, how we are planning to get those, that is important. Okay, how we are planning to get those, that is important. So why we are doing that is important, right? So we convert, we reading each and every line, and we are trying to get the value. So we finding the key. After finding the key, we want to navigate to that particular value. We are navigating to the particular value and getting that particular value, right? So God, I will stop this one still. Oh, wait, God. Let me run this once again. Sometimes it is giving me a quick output, sometimes failing. Okay, let's pick. See first line, so it never go to if condition because our line is not included in that. Our field is second line no, third line no, fourth line yes. The day bill date is there in the fourth line. So now it will go for this condition. Okay, now it will check for this condition. See now we got the value. Okay, now we got the value. The bill date we got the value, but we have some this semicolon we don't want. So we did this in the last class, right? Again can do the string operation in this and remove this, and we can get the value. Okay, so this is the case. Okay, then it check. So similarly, we need to write condition for all the fields. Similarly, it's the same condition we need to write for all the fields. Okay, again we'll try to find the bill number. Again we say before this value, it will get this value. Okay, on that again we need to write string operation to exactly to get this value. The similar way. Okay, again the similar way. Okay. Now understood why we are doing this? So suppose let me open that one. Let me open that one. Let me open that converted file. Suppose the bill date is not here. So we assume that this is not the this is not the structured PDF. So build date might be somewhere else, right? Still our logic should work. Suppose say build date is here, build date is in this line. Okay, still our logic should work. That is the actual target, right? So I will save this file. I'll save that file. Let me run. So now I won't convert, because if I convert again it will change. Okay, I will read from this. I will run from this step. Right? I will run from this step. I'll run from this step. Okay. Here we don't have build date. Here we don't have no build date. No build date. Similarly, read every line till the build date comes. It will till the build date came. It will read. Okay. This also we don't have build date. No. No. So it will read each and every. Okay. Oh, this is a problem with the trial version, boss. We have only 20 iterations. It can loop only for 20 iterations, and the build date is somewhere in the below. So we'll try to change this position. So trial version, we have a limit in a trial version. It will read only 20 iterations. So say suppose the build date is here. Say suppose the build date is here. Okay. This time, next time the build date came here. Okay. Next time the build date is here. Okay. Let me run from this step again. Okay. Go. Go. Bill number. Okay. So, bill number. Alright. The next line itself is a build date, right? Till here it came. The next line is build date. My God. What is this one? This time we'll put build date here. Now we can see, we can get the build date actually. So I moved the build date somewhere else now. Let me run from this time. So to do this, we need to write a lot of logics. So it's very risky, very time taking process. Okay, because we are directing the robot go to particular step, find it. After finding it, go for some value, get that value. After getting it, is there any appropriate data also? Is there any unwanted data is there? Remove that, then get the actual data, then put it somewhere or put it in a Excel file or something else. So for each and every single value, we are writing these many logics. To get a single value, we are writing these many logics, which is, just imagine if there are 20 fixes of such, then it will be very complex. It will be very complex. So this comes under complex thing. Again, there are simple, medium, complex operations. So this operation will come under complex operation. For that, to do this complex operation, we have some development time would be little bit higher. It may go up to minimum 6 months. So things you can take from here is how to one point is how to convert a text PDF to text file. Okay, that is one point. After converting into text file, how to read each and every line from a text file. How to read each and every line from a text file. That is second point. After reading each and every line, how to display or how to get that value, get that line. So field data column is one variable which will give the each and every line output would be displayed in file data column. Again, it's taking a lot of time. So we can document this, right? Oh, now we got. It's reading the second one is coming. I mean, it's executing the second one. Build number, build date. So here we got build date. So ideally the logic should work here now, right? See, we got the value. Okay. So similarly, bill number or bill amount, whatever it is. So for that, for all those, we need to write the same similar steps. So each and every logic, each and every value, we are writing these many steps. These many steps. So this loop would be the common, but here the logic will be changed. So again, if something called as bill, this one, right? Bill number, bill number. We need to write here. It's not stopping. Okay, let me explain. No, hang in there. Okay, fine. So again for bill number, same logic includes. We need to write this includes bill number, same thing. So bill number, then do some operation, then display it. Okay. Bill number before. Yes, before. Okay, okay. So here we need to change bill number. Okay, bill number. So in this we have bill date. We got the bill date. In this we have bill number. We got the bill number. Okay. Whatever unwanted data we are coming, again we need to do some string operation to remove this unwanted data. Okay. So this is how we need to plan. This is how we will get unstructured data. Because why we are reading each and every line, we don't know. Really don't know where that particular key is or where that particular field exists. In previous case, that is fixed one. So directly it will go to that fixed area and it will get the data because we are setting robot to get that particular field value which is fixed and get the value. So we are getting the particular value directly because we know that at that location the value exists. Right? But in this case we assume that it's an unstructured data. We really don't know where exactly that value is. So in that case we need to read each and every line. We need to find that line. Where is that exact the field is? Right? So this is one approach we will do. So if you do this all this string operation, if you work on this unstructured data, right, you will get to know all the string operations. So here I used before. Somewhere you should use something else also. Something you can find the string length. Based on the length, you need to calculate exactly what is the field length is. From after that, what length minus something, whatever it is, it will get the value for you. So a lot of calculation will be go when you go for length. So if it is not working with this one, then you need to find what exactly the key which gives the result. Okay. So all string operations we need to do in unstructured data. Okay. Similarly, use all the fields, try to get the data. For in our case, to get a name, to get a name. So as per this document, to get a name before, right? If you say before, you got this value. If you say after, you might get this value, right? You might get this value. Right? So that's how you need to plan. Okay? Before means again inverse. Okay, before means here, after that key. In this one we need to practice a lot if you really want to learn it. This one, nothing much explanation. We need to practice it because we don't know exactly what are the operation we use. We use the operation based on the result. Okay, so the result what we got to get based on that we need to write a logic to get that particular value. Okay. So any queries so far? Any queries why we are doing exactly this way? Is that clear?
Well, can you please narrate what's
Okay. Do you want me to repeat once again? Okay. Okay. The first point is unstructured data. Say suppose if you know that at this particular location we can get some information. Okay. If you know that this particular location is a fixed location, if you go to that fixed location, we can get some information. Here I am talking about the fixed location. Okay, the location is fixed. So when I say location is fixed, then it is a structure. Okay, if I say location is fixed, then it is a structure. So what you do as a human, you go to directly at that location and you will get some value or you get the particular data. Fine. Now if I say location is not fixed, okay, location is not fixed. As a human, what you'll do, you'll search for entire document. Okay, you go through the entire document. You find that exact value what you are looking for, right? You go through the entire document because you don't know the which location is exactly the data is present, right? For in that case, what you do as a human, you go through entire data, right? I mean entire file. So somewhere you find that exactly the value you want, then you will copy that value and you further you proceed. Similarly, in automation also, the location is fixed. Okay, if the location is fixed, this is the place where I can get this kind of data. Okay, that is fixed for all the documents. That is fixed. So for that, robo also will go exactly to that point. I will get the value. That is first approach, structured PDF, right? That is first approach in case of structured PDF. In case of structured PDF. Okay. So we have something called as extract from fields. So it will this what this command will do, it will go to particular that location and to get the value. That is first case, first scenario done. Second scenario, human case. Second scenario, if the location is not fixed, so what human do? He will read our entire document and get the value, get particular data. Similarly, the robo also will do. Robo what it will do? It will read entire document. It will read entire document. We say it will read first line. We'll say, is that first line have this information? No. If no, leave it. Go for next line. It will go for next line. Robo will go for next line. We'll ask, hey Robo, this information is there in second line? No? Then leave it. Then it comes to third line. Is the information in third line? We say yes. Then go to or string operation. You do string operation to go to that particular value, and you're getting that particular value. Okay, same like human, exactly like human action. How the human behaves, the same way we are writing a code, right? The same way you are writing a code. Yes, if the robot able to find that information in that line, so we are writing a logic to get the value. Okay, we need to say robot as after that information, after that key, whatever the values you find, please give me. So it is giving us the information. It is giving us the value. Okay, then you will check whether the value is is there any unwanted value in that. If there is, then you go for one more step, removing all that unwanted data, and you get the actual data. Right, now you understand the clear scenario how we are working. Okay, in the first scenario we know everything fine, everything is fixed. Boss, go to that location, get me the value. Yes, robot will go to that location, get the value. In next scenario, you don't know the location, you know only the field, you know only the name of the field which you want to get. Then you will trying to check each and every line. Yes, that field exists. Yes, then get the value. Right? That is the scenario. Right? Now you understand the whole story why we are going for this.
When the extract text for using
Yeah,
extract found field and
extract text.
does it contain no one extract found field is the command?
This is extract text which converts to text file.
Just does it contain extract found fields?
No, no. This is a separate command. This is individual command. This is individual command. This is separate command. Okay. This is extract from fields. Why we are going for extract field? We know the location of that particular location. That's why. Yeah. We are saying, boss, go to that form field, get the value, because it go as per the location, as per the what we capture, right? As per that it will go. Okay. But in this case, but whereas in not a fixed location, then robo can't go to that particular every time it goes to that particular location. But in this case, no, it's not like that, right? So what we'll do, we'll get all the data, and we'll read each and every line. We'll check for whether our information is that on line or not. If that is there, then get the value. So this entire thing you can keep in a loop. Again, reach same thing as we did, right? Uh, each file in a folder. So all the logic you applied for all the fields, right? This all the logic will keep in this loop, including from starting from line 1 to line 13. You will keep in a loop. So it will do the same for all the fields. So it will do same for all the files. One file it may be in line 3, the data might be in line 3. In another file it may be line in line 10. Still it will work. Still it will get the information for you. So that is the point. Right? So this is yes. Any queries online? Uh, don't worry much in this because this scenario will be very rare, very rare. Still, if you get these scenarios, no one will propose to go for automation actually. But it will be very rare case. Maybe hardly it may not be 5% even. So your automation process it may not be 5%. Um, is anyone worked on PDFs or in operations? Getting data from PDFs? Oh, right. So did you field any unstructured PDFs? Right? You won't find any unstructured PDF. So that is what I'm interested. So no, there won't be unstructured PDF, much unstructured. You may get image PDFs, but unstructured PDFs no. You may get image PDFs, but unstructured PDF no. So this is about the unstructured. Okay. So this exercise you feel little bit complex. Okay. Fine. Don't worry, even if you feel little bit complex, leave it aside. Keep it aside. Go for easy things and go for learn more. Don't get into don't disappoint. So that's why I mean very much scared to explain these things because it will give heavy load for you. Okay,
Okay,
so
can you open the PDF integration?
PDF integration, yes. Yeah, this
No,
is
no, that file.
okay.
No, no, not the that
Yeah,
one.
command. You mean to say command?
PDF, not PDF text, PDF integration, first program.
Okay, fine.
Okay. I want to take a screenshot.
Okay. Here we went for two approaches. Commented is one approach and this is one approach. Okay.
No, yesterday I did a program on that, but I get in so many of errors. That's
Okay. It's okay.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So anything else? No, right?